Do you trust your body? Hi everyone, Michelle Scher here from Personalised Health and Wellbeing Solutions. Now that might sound like a strange question. So today I want to talk about something that most women don't realise has shifted, and that's trust in their body. Not in a big dramatic way, but in everyday moments. And what do I mean by that? I mean trusting that when you feel tired, it means something. Trusting that your signals, the messages your body's sending you, are worth listening to. Trusting that your body isn't working against you. Many women have said to me over time that things like they just push through and they ignore it. They don't have time to listen to every single ache and pain or when they feel tired. When your energy feels unreliable and your sleep isn't always helping because you're still exhausted, those messages can feel confusing or they can feel quite easy to ignore. Something that's really important to understand is that most women don't stop trusting their body because it's unreliable. We stop trusting our bodies because we've learned not to listen. We've been conditioned to push through. We ignore that tiredness, that exhaustion. We brush off early signs that we need some attention. We keep going even when things might start to feel a bit off. Not because we want to, but because our lives are asking us to. The body does its best to adapt, absolutely. Sometimes it gets quite loud in the messages it's sending us. Sometimes the body will go quiet, pull back, and conserve energy. Either way, the relationship between ourselves and our bodies starts to get a bit strained. Not because the body's wrong, but because it's learned that its messages aren't being taken note of. It's not changing anything. And that's where a level of confusion sets in. So you might start asking yourself, why is my body doing this? Why have I got all of these aches and pains? Why can't I just get back to normal? Why does everything feel so much harder than it should be? This isn't failure, this is adaptation. Your body has been responding to pressure, to responsibility, and strategies that no longer fit your life, your biology, your circumstances. Rebuilding trust doesn't happen by forcing things back into place. It starts with understanding, and that understanding can be how your body responds to stress. It could be why certain patterns are showing up. It could be that signals are information, not problems. When you begin to listen again, something shifts. Energy can become more reliable and decision-making feels steadier. Not because life has suddenly become easy, but because the body is no longer being pushed in the wrong direction. Trust doesn't return all at once. It comes on quietly through small moments of listening, through responding earlier rather than pushing, through letting the body feel safe enough to speak again. And this is why rebuilding trust isn't about discipline and it's not about motivation. It's about creating conditions where the body doesn't need to shout or shut down to be heard. If you're still trying to make sense of what your body is saying, a great first step would be understanding how it's wired, how you are built. This is something that we go deeper into in our workshop. When your body stops cooperating, it's going to be running on the 14th of April at 7 p.m. Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne time. And we would love you to come along. If you'd like the details, all you need to do is comment aligned below and we'll send that over to you. Thanks for being here and giving yourself permission to listen. I look forward to being here at the same time next week. Bye for now.